For the 1998 SEC Championship game, Atlanta's Georgia Dome would be filled largely with Tennessee fans. Fans who had come to see the #1 Volunteers go for their second straight SEC title. Fans who wanted to see if the Big Orange could earn a spot in the January 4th Fiesta Bowl, the national championship game. In an 11-0 regular season run, the 1998 Vols had made history, joining the 1938 Volunteers as the only two teams in school history to stand at that mark. And getting to 11-0, well, that had been the fun. There was Jeff Hall's field goal to win the opener at Syracuse.
4 seconds to go in the football game. Gregory to snap, Scott to hold, Hall to kick. The kick by Hall is in the air. It's high enough, it's long enough. Is it straight enough? Yes, sir. Tennessee wins.
There was Al Wilson forcing 3 fumbles against Florida. There was Florida's missed field goal to give the Vols their first ever overtime game and victory.
Snap, the kick is in the air, and the kick this time is no, sir, no, sir, Final score, Tennessee 20, Florida 17. Pandemonium reigns.
There was Sean Ellis returning an interception 90 yards for a touchdown at Auburn.
And the Volunteers have Sean Ellis running with the football down the left side, looking for blocking. This will be Sean Ellis still running, struggling at the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He made it. He made it.
There was Jamal Lewis going 67 yards for a score.
Give it to him. Touchdown, Jamal Lewis.
And there was Raynoch Thompson's fierce tackle to complete Tennessee's incredible goal line stand.
No. They pounded him.
There was Peerless Price fighting to get into the end zone at Georgia and then turning the tide with a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown against Alabama.
It is a 100-yard touchdown return for Peerless Price. It is a Big Orange 100-yarder.
There was T. Martin setting an NCAA record with 23 straight completions at South Carolina. There was the Vol defense forcing a turnover to give Tennessee one more shot at Arkansas.
Fumbles the football. It's been recovered by Tennessee at the 43-yard line.
There was the offensive line blowing open gaping holes, giving Travis Henry a chance to score the game winner.
This will be Martin. This will be Henry. He dives. Give him 6. That's all. Touchdown, Tennessee. Travis Henry.
There was Sean Bryson going 58 yards to put Kentucky down for the count.
This is Bryson scampering free. Bryson turns it off. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Yes, sir.
And there was Tennessee taking over Vanderbilt Stadium like never before, giving the Vols a home field advantage in a 41-0 blowout. There was Tennessee's regular season, a script that never could have been imagined, only recounted. For all of that, however, the Vols would only fly an SEC Eastern Division Championship flag if they lost in Atlanta. Win this one, and you get to play in what would certainly be the most important single game in UT history. But getting there would not be easy. The opponent would be 8-3 Mississippi State. Clearly an underdog, but on a day termed Upset Saturday, when fellow unbeatens UCLA and Kansas State had lost in unlikely fashion earlier in the day, the Big Orange had to wonder if bad things always happen in threes. Whatever the karma, Tennessee knew that Jackie Sherrill's Bulldogs would be no pushover. Each team got a scoring chance on possession number 2. State drove to the Volunteer 21, where Brian Hazelwood missed a field goal try.
For the field goal that is up, and it is no good. No good.
Tennessee saw an 8-play drive snuffed out as T. Martin was sacked by Jolie Dunn's swarming Bulldog D. The tone was clearly set. It would be a night for the defenses. A night where their big plays would tell the tale. Robert Bean would get the first one for State on the final play of the first quarter.
Tennessee will send both Price and Copeland wide to the right side. Martin rolls out this way looking. Here's the long pass across the middle for Fearless Price. Price has the ball almost intercepted, and it is picked down. Here's a penalty marker down on the play, as returning the ball will be Bean. Bean still running for Mississippi State. He's got running room. Tennessee is chasing, but Bean still running to the near side, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He is into the end zone. It will be an interception and touchdown run back.
Bean's scintillating interception and run back covered 70 yards, and Mississippi State kept Upset Saturday on track by claiming a 7-0 advantage. On the next series, Martin and the Vols began to find a rhythm, as this 22-yard completion to Peerless Price seemed to be a jump starter. But UT stalls out again, and David Leverton punts State deep.
Leverton hits it high. Tennessee wants to cover it downfield. Signaling for a fair catch was State. The ball then takes a reverse skip and is down by Tennessee in the vicinity of the 4-yard line.
Now it's Tennessee's turn for a big defensive play. Free safety Deion Grant comes through with another clutch interception, his team high, 5th of the campaign.
Grant makes one tackle at the 45. Looking for room, cuts inside to the 40. Needs a block as he comes rambling down there to the 35. Down to the 30. This is Grant to the 25. Grant to the 20 as he is forced out of bounds.
From there, the last 20 yards are easy to negotiate. Travis Stevens bangs it in from 2 yards away, and the Vols are even at 7 apiece. The Big Orange defense does its job again, stifling State and forcing a punt. Tennessee starts at its own 33 with a 35-yard Martin to Jermaine Copeland completion. Then it's Martin to Price for 19 more. Those completions set up a 31-yard Jeff Hall field goal, which gave the Volunteers a 10-7 advantage. Both teams got one more possession, but neither was eventful as UT went to the locker room clinging to their precarious 3-point lead. The third quarter is more of the same. Defense, defense, and more defense. The Vols and Bulldogs twice traded punts to begin the half, leaving one with the distinct notion that if Tennessee could muster just one more touchdown, the SEC title would be theirs. It looked as if they had it with 6:20 remaining in the third quarter, as All-American linebacker Al Wilson comes through one more time.
Back to throw being chased, plays downfield, intercepted. Tennessee's Wilson makes the interception at the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. There is a penalty marker down on the play.
The illegal block in the back places the ball at the State 32. Excellent field position, yes, but a touchdown is far from sure as Tennessee faces 2nd and 7 at the 30. Travis Henry's fumble is pounced on by the Maroon defenders, and the Vols have wasted a golden opportunity, a chance to start putting Mississippi State away. After all, the Bulldogs can't move the football on the Big Orange, but they're still within 3 points at the end of the third quarter. Yes, it's still 10-7. The partisan Vol crowd somehow knew, maybe from their experience with these 98 Vols, this game would not end 10-7. It seemed the only way Sherrill's charges would tally again would be via their defense or maybe their special teams. It turns out that the Maroons have a special punt returner in 153-pound Kevin Prentice.
The 25 to the 30, to the 35 to the 40, and he is on his way. This is Prentice is going to bring this one all the way back, and it will be a touchdown for Mississippi State.
Upset Saturday is back on track. State 14, Tennessee 10. 8:43 to go in the game. Strangely enough, Prentice's 83-yard return did not shake the Volunteers. Instead, it seemed to be the hit that knocked them back on stride. It clearly had that effect on T. Martin. Martin took Tennessee right down the field, picking up a first down at the State 41-yard line. The Vol offense had taken the momentum, and a methodical, time-consuming touchdown drive seemed to be in order. But Vol offensive coordinator David Cutcliffe didn't agree. Cutcliffe had always been known for pushing the right button. His next play call, well, it might have been a gamble. It also might have been his biggest ever.
Battling down there for Tennessee. It is 6 big points. Give him a TD. Peerless Price goes deep on the fly, and Martin comes on top with a TD thrust.
With slightly over 6 minutes remaining, Tennessee now led 17-14. Upset Saturday was over. Corey Terry saw to that on State's next offensive snap. sacking Bulldog quarterback Wayne Madkin and forcing him to fumble. Eric Westmoreland recovered at the Maroon 26, setting up Tennessee for the kill.
Flankers left and right against a 3-down line front. This will be Martin back to throw. Looking into the end zone. Downfield, it will be Wilson. Give it to him. Touchdown, Tennessee! A turnover, a touchdown.
In less than 30 seconds of game time, Tennessee had gone from being in bad trouble to being comfortably in front. The sequence summed up the season. Just when opponents thought they would bury Tennessee, the Vols somehow escaped and immediately put their opponents to rest. Amazing. It wasn't quite over yet. State's anemic offense produced just 149 total yards, an SEC championship game low. There would be no last-minute drives, and the Vol offense actually had a chance to punch in another score. Most of the late damage was done by Henry, who rushed for 120 of Tennessee's championship game record 151 yards. But the Vols had enough points, pulling off the throttle at the end to take a 24-14 triumph. 74,795 saw it. Tennessee had claimed their second straight SEC title and their 13th overall. In the process, the Vols had won their 12th game, a feat never before accomplished in UT lore. Peerless Price was the game's MVP with 6 catches for 97 yards and the go-ahead score. Enough details, simply time to celebrate.
No speeches. Listen up. Man, that was an incredible effort by you guys, incredible effort by your staff. You guys typically have just hung in there and found a way to get it done. Like we said last week after we played Vanderbilt, we got our 11th win. We had a great accomplishment. We just reached another goal. And again, it ain't over yet.
This celebration would carry over well into the following day. Tennessee had won 12 games for the first time ever. They had another SEC title in the bag, and they were an almost unanimous #1. Tennessee was going to the Fiesta Bowl to play for the national championship. Their opponent would be once-beaten Florida State. It only seemed fitting that the Big Orange would have to go through the Seminoles to win it all. Under legendary coach Bobby Bowden, FSU had been in the national championship mix seemingly every year in the 1990s. The Vol players knew it would take little more than saying the Florida State name to get their attention. Due to that fact, few were surprised when the Noles were installed as the Fiesta Bowl favorite. Most Vols smiled at that notion. Tennessee had thrived in the underdog role all year. Philip Fulmer didn't say much about it. Actually, very little was bothering him. Outsiders marveled at his calm, especially knowing that the Fiesta Bowl would be the first game for Fulmer's new offensive coordinator, Randy Sanders. Big Orange backers didn't spend much time fretting Sanders' promotion. Rather, they had expected it. Yes, Sanders is just 33 years old, but having spent the last 15 years at UT, it was clear to most Vols that the Morristown native had been properly trained for his new task. Sanders' elevation was the only event in the Vol camp while in Knoxville or in Tempe. The only off-the-field buzz was coming from the broadcast booth. Local and national media were fighting to get new and different angles regarding the retirement of John Ward and Bill Anderson. In early June, Tennessee's dynamic football duo had announced that their 31st season would be their last.
It's time.
And what a way to go out. The Fiesta Bowl would be their last game, and many considered their final broadcast to be as historic as the game itself. It only added to the special quality of the night of January 4th, 1999.
Before we get started, I'll tell you again, guys, I love every one of you. I love what you stand for. I love how you've gone about your business this year. I love the way we've grown as a football team, the character that you've shown, the work ethic that you've shown. It's really what college football is all about. You've got great players playing great, and good players playing as darn good as they can. That's all you can ask for. We have an opportunity in front of us tonight that doesn't come around every day. As I told you, 47 years since Tennessee football players have pulled on that orange shirt and had a chance to compete for a national championship. It doesn't get any better than this. Lay it on the line. You do not have to play perfect, but play your butts off. Play like you know how to play. Play what got you here. How did you get here? Great effort. Swarming to the football. Great tackling. Great blocking. Running the football. Taking care of the football. Take a lot of pride in those orange shirts, guys, as we hit that field tonight. We can't put but 11 on the field, and that's all they can put out there at a single time. 11 on 11, man on man, heart versus heart. Draw that sand, that line in the sand. Okay, step across and take what you want tonight because it's there for you. Game actions, everybody together. One.
Team that makes few mistakes win.
That's been our motto all year long. We've plus 15 in turnover. Take care of the football and get the football back. Defense play with attitude every snap. But that is our football and we're going to get it back. That will be the difference in this football game. Number 2.
Play forward, make the breaks, and one comes our way, score.
Opportunities, defense, give us opportunities. Offense, take care of the football. Don't put them in any kind of position if they got an easy way to go. I don't believe they can take it 80 yards on our defense. I know that they can't take it 80 yards on our defense. We don't give up the big play, and we don't give up the turnover, we win. Have it in your mind and ingrained in your heart. Number 3.
If the first game of breaks go against you, don't let up, put on more steam.
Either way it happens at the beginning of the game. We get ahead or we get behind. It's a 60-minute football game. We darn sure know about 60-minute football games from this season. Number 4.
Protect our kickers, our quarterback, our lead, and our ball game.
We get ahead, we're not going to change. Kicking game, guys. Every man on that field playing a kicking game to the utmost of his ability, flying around, making plays. Remember, kicking game is points and field position. Points and field position. Great opportunities in the kicking game. Number 5.
Ball, icy, cover, block, cut, and slice. Pursuing games active, for this is winning edge.
All of you, men, flying to the football. Defense, that's your motto. Get the football back. Number 6.
Press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made.
Kicking game, men. Points and field position. Number 7, and the most important ball. Carry
Bring the fight to the Florida State, keep it there for 60 minutes.
60 minutes of rock and stop the football.
Let's do this, baby. Let's do this, baby.
Ball fans, Seminole fans everywhere, listening throughout the world, know the time is here. A once-in-a-lifetime moment to play as Florida State comes onto the field. Their fireworks, and look at the cameras flashing all over this stadium, to play for the national championship. Tennessee is 12-0, the best record ever. And now, though the 1998 season is not forgotten, nor will it ever be, it's a very, very special time as across the way, the Volunteers come racing onto the field. What time is it? You know. As Tennessee comes barreling out onto the greensward of the Fiesta Bowl in Tempe, Arizona. It's football time in Tennessee.
Tennessee would start against the vaunted Florida State defense at their own 20-yard line, and their start would not be spectacular. Sean Bryson rushed for a yard. T. Martin rushed for a yard, and Martin's first pass intended for Cedric Wilson would fall incomplete. 3 plays, 2 yards, time for a punt.
Snap, punt, left gets it away, and he is decked after he makes the punt, and a penalty marker flies. This will be the punt taking upfield with the basketball with the football returning to the 45, to the 50, down to the 45, down to the 40, down to the 35. This will be Durden, who is knocked out of bounds as he gets inside Tennessee's 30-yard line. As it was Bernard Jackson who is there to make the tackle on him.
Personal foul.
But on the play, as we called it for you, there was a penalty marker down after Leverton got the punt away. And the penalty marker will indicate that it will be Florida State billed guilty of roughing the punter 15 yards, the kicking game. Tennessee back to the line. It will be first down and 10 to go up at the 37-yard line. For Tennessee, Martin to throw. He has time. Pass upfield is complete. Pull down at the Florida State 45-yard line. Down to the 40. And this is Peerless Price forced out of bounds at the State 37-yard line by Derek Gibson. For Tennessee, it will be first down and 10 to go. Man in motion, Price. Martin this time gives the ball off, and Travis Henry gets a crack. He pops as he moves. And this will be Martin out of the shotgun. Back to throw. He'll run instead. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. And T. Martin is knocked out of bounds as he moves inside the 20-yard line to the Florida State 16 by Dexter Jackson. The Vols will come to the line with the straight I formation and two receivers. Copeland is slotting into the boundary left. Now he becomes a man in motion to the right, reverses back left as the give goes to Henry, and Henry is stopped after maybe a gain of a yard on the play. So once again, Tennessee, this will be second down, a very short 10 yards to go. As the Vols go into the I, and the give this time goes inside to Sean Bryson on that quick opening play that worked for 57 against Florida 56 later in the season. This time it works for about 2, maybe 3 yards. Tennessee in a scoreless game, third down. Here comes the all-out blitz, and the give goes to Travis Henry on trying to deceive, and there was no deception there. And into the game for the Volunteers will come Jeff Hall. On the year, he's 19 of 24. This will be from the, well, call it the 23-yard line. So it'll be a 33-yard attempt. Hall is in the air. Ending its way downfield, and the kick is no good. No good. The quarterback, Marcus Outson, who came on for the injured Chris Winkie. Winkie on the year, the #1 quarterback most of the way, 2,487 yards. Florida State opens up in the shotgun as the handoff goes inside to Minor, and Minor gets running room to the outside 20, to the 25. Stutter stepping to the 30, is shoved out of bounds as he gets to the 34-yard line by Deion Grant. Man in motion is Warwick. And this is the pass out into the flat, pulled down by Warwick, breaks one tackle, breaks another, spinning up to the 35, to the 40. Tennessee started with Gerald Griffin instead of Fred White. Now White has come into the football game as Tennessee will go with 4 down linemen and shifting the defense as this will be Outson again. Sets up a screen coming to the near side. That is a lateral. It's a free ball out here, and then it is tossed out of bounds. So there is a penalty because of that infraction, knocking the ball out of bounds. It is a sizable loss. The lateral went out of bounds, thrown behind Warwick at the 29-yard line of the Seminoles. A loss of down as well, so it's going to be second down and 39 to go with the play out of the shotgun, the lateral pass that just did not work at all. That's an understatement. Tennessee dancing on defense as Outson comes up, makes the pitch back to the tailback, getting to the corner. He's got running room, getting to the corner, turning up to the 25, to the 30. This is Minor to the 35, to the 40. Now back to the shotgun, flanked by 2 running backs. This is Outson back to throw, setting up a screen. It is caught, and Tennessee plays it brilliantly as just as the catch was made. Racing after the receiver, Eric Westmoreland, knocks down Travis Minor. There is no score in this game as Tennessee is set to rush as Parker stands back at his 30. The punt is away. A line drive punt backs Parker up to the 25-yard line. Tries to get to the corner, gets to the 30, to the 35, and moves up to the 39-yard line of Tennessee, where the Volunteers in a scoreless game will have it first down and 10 to go. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter of the game. The Vols line up in the I formation, and Florida State brings, in essence, 7 men up on the line. Martin back to throw on first down, looking across the middle, instead throws it out here into the flat. Pulled down here by the tailback who makes the catch at the 35-yard line. There is no score in this game. Tennessee into an I formation, flankers left and right. 6 men up very tight. Tennessee runs a man in motion, Price. The give goes up the middle. This will be Travis Henry. He breaks one tackle. This is Travis Henry to the 40, down to the 35, and he crashes forward to about the 33-yard line. Martin sizes up a 5-man front. He adjusts the play. Man in motion as the give this time goes to Henry, and Henry comes banging through the right side of the line. Tennessee will come with a wing back to the right side. The pitch will go to Henry, cutting right, and then he is chased down, comes grinding forward for a yard or two. There's a scramble for a loose ball after the tackle is made, and as Florida State comes up, they say we have the football. The official has not yet indicated that that is true as we wait, but it appears that that is exactly what has happened.
The Seminoles pick up a first down on Marcus Outson's 9-yard run, then actually get into Tennessee territory on Lavernius Cole's 11-yard reverse. Facing 3rd and 2 at the UT 43, Outson is decked short of the first down, forcing a Ronnie Cottrell punt. Tennessee takes over at their own 16-yard line, but the Vols aren't going anywhere. A 3-play possession ends with Martin being sacked back at his 15. Florida State gets great field position after David Leverton's punt. Here, the Tennessee defense is called on to make a big stop, and they respond.
No score. Tennessee defending with 4 down linemen. Florida State goes into the I formation. The tailback is Travis Minor. They run a man in motion from left to right. Long count by Outson. Pitches back to Minor, coming to the near side, and Minor is decked. Dumped behind the line of scrimmage by a penetrating Eric Westmoreland. Florida State outside its 45. Here comes a fake reverse, long pass downfield is going to be incomplete. As it was nice faking actually by Outson, although he read it pretty well. He faked the give first to Minor, then to the reverse coming to Warwick on the near side, fades back, and Tennessee had double coverage on Coles, who was racing downfield with Steve Johnson, and for the Volunteers, Deion Grant. Really a chance for an interception, not a great one, but as it is, it becomes 3rd down and 13. Back to the shotgun with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tennessee bringing linebackers as Outson is back to throw. Pass downfield is incomplete. Intended to Coles with a reaching one-hand grab. And here to punt will be Cottrell. Deep for Tennessee is Grant. Again, he tries to pooch it downfield. Grant moving up, asking for, but then lets the ball bounce. And it takes a superlative Florida State bounce down to about the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 11 where it was downed. Tennessee has had 1 turnover in the game. It was a fumble recovery, a fumble lost by Travis Henry, who is right now in there at tailback against a virtual 8-man front. Martin. Play action. Martin looking. Long pass downfield. Racing. Complete at the 50. 45-40. 35-30. 25-20. 15-10. Out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Number 37, Peerless Price. I do not see a marker on the play, and Tennessee goes for the home run.
First down pass. They were playing run all the way. Tennessee caught him.
76 yards. Martin to Peerless Price. Price got behind the receiver. The pass pretty much in stride, and Price pulled it down. Finally, Sean Key, who was one of the 2 defenders on Price, was able to get an angle on him and force him out of bounds. But Tennessee certainly has turned field position around, and the Volunteers in a 0-0 game will have it first down and 10 at the 12-yard line of Florida State. Into the I formation, Travis Henry, the tailback. This is Henry popping up the middle, and he grinds a yard. It was not easy even to get that. 2 receivers to the left side. One of them, Copeland, is a man in motion back to the right, as this will be Martin keeping on the little option to the right, and he gets back to the line. No more than that. Tennessee 3rd down long. Florida State, a lot of people at the line. Tennessee, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Martin handles the ball off inside to Sean Bryson, and he cracks through the right side of the line, pounding inside of the 10, as the ball is Bill, apparently, from our perspective, not wanting a turnover and going instead for 3 points. So here's Jeff Hall. In this game, he is 0 of 1 in field goal tries. Snapping Gregory, holding is Scott. There is no score in this game. This will be from the 14. The field goal attempt is in the air. Did he make it? The penalty marker is down on the play.
Roughing the kicker. The penalty is accepted. Field goal is taken off the board. It's an automatic first down for Tennessee.
And now Tennessee has the ball, first down and goal, taking away a 3-0 lead. It's first down and goal, 0-0 at the 4-yard line. Henry is the tailback. Martin hands off Henry, throwing the pass into the end zone. Did he catch it? No, it was skipped. to Finlayson, the tight end, as Tennessee runs with Travis Henry rolling to the right side, and the pass slightly underthrown, and it will become second down and goal. And so Finlayson, who made a dive, actually trapped it. And so Tennessee, which went for the the field goal and made it, now went for the touchdown. It was oh so very close. The end zones here at one end, it's the checkerboard orange and white. That is the end to which Tennessee is moving. This is Martin. Back to throw, looking into the end zone. Pass caught. 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tennessee, to the senior and captain from Franklin, NC, Sean Bryson. Tennessee leads 7-0. And we'll take a break for our stations by telling you with timeout, the Volunteers 7, the Seminoles nothing.
With 14:05 remaining in the first half, Tennessee has a 7-0 advantage on the favored Seminoles. On their next offensive play, FSU looks as if they came right back down the field as Outson completes a 29-yard pass to Ron Dugans. On the next play, however, disaster strikes Outson and the Noles.
They'll run a man in motion, Warwick, from left to right. And this is Outson looking for Warwick. Pass to Warwick downfield is intercepted. Tennessee at the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Tennessee. D. Wayne Goodrich. Playing Warwick. Played it perfectly.
Played it perfectly. He was laying out there waiting, set the trap. They tried to throw it across the field on the out. He just stepped in front of him. Beautiful.
Dwayne Goodrich, 4th interception this year, returns it for the touchdown, 53 yards, and the Volunteers score 13 points in 3 plays.
At this point, people are starting to wonder if the Vols will dominate this game, especially when Florida State's offense goes 3 and out on the ensuing possession. That would not be the case. Instead, it would be a Vol mistake that opened the door for the Seminoles to come back to life.
And this is Martin looking for the pass across the middle. Fearless Price is intercepted. Pulled away by Florida State at the 50, down to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Into the I formation. Minor is the tailback. They've got 2 tight ends, and the pitch goes to Minor coming to the near side, and he is going to be banged down. He twists forward for a gain of a yard on the play. And here's Florida State. They've got double wing set to the right, and they run that way with Minor, and Minor cracks it inside the 1-yard line, is shoved back. Same set. McCrary is the running back, and this was McCrary cracking through the right side. He stretches out. I'm not sure that he got in there. There is a fumble. I think there's a scramble for a loose ball down there, but let's see what the call is going to be. There has been, yes, it is ruled a touchdown.
On the extra point try, Florida State sustains a false start penalty, moving the ball back 5 yards. Those 5 yards made a difference as a bad snap forced Sebastian Janikowski to hit the ball terribly. No good. 8:59 to play in the first half. Tennessee's lead had been cut to 14-6. The Vols would pick up a quick first down, but then penalties of their own killed any shot of a drive. On 4th and 17, David Leverton boots a 44-yard punt that Reggie Durden brings back 9 yards to the FSU 29. Another flag, another false start on UT, another punt. This time, Florida State sent star wideout Peter Warwick deep to field the kick.
This will be Leverton. Gets the punt away, hits it high and long. Warwick backing up to his 21-yard line. He can fly, gets to the right side, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. This will be Warwick to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. He is met and stopped as he moves to the 35, to the 30, inside by David Leverton, who made the punt. And Warwick returns that long punt of 47 yards all the way down inside Tennessee's 30-yard line. The kicking game.
No one knew at that time how big Leverton's form tackle of Warwick truly was. Although you probably could have guessed 10 plays later. After 10 plays, Florida State had gained but 10 yards and had to settle for a 34-yard Janikowski field goal. Tennessee then ran out the half's final 77 seconds and led 14-9 at the intermission. It's not really clear who leaves the field with momentum, Florida State having scored the game's last 9 points, or Tennessee, who held up well under a late Seminole assault. One figures that we'll find out early in the third quarter. Instead, we get a period eerily similar to that of the third quarter at the SEC championship game. Florida State gets the second half's first possession and promptly does nothing. As a matter of fact, Cottrell's shanked punt puts the Vols in business at their own 47.
Anyway, it's 1st and 15. Tennessee still has a lot of people defending, as this will be Martin stepping up, throwing downfield, and it is incomplete as he rushed the pass, intending it for Jermaine Copeland. Second down, 15. Tennessee goes into the shotgun. Florida State, 5 men to rush. Here they come after Martin, who's got some time. Pass downfield is deflected and is incomplete. And it will be Tennessee now going with Martin up under the center. Travis Henry stays as the tailback. Florida State brings a lot of people up again at that defensive line as Martin hands the ball off there to Henry on a trap, and Henry starts to the left side. It's completely clogged. He escapes the initial hit and spins back to the right, but there's not much there for him. Gets back to the line, and that's it, as Tennessee will have it 4th down and 15. And here again comes David Leverton. They're coming after him from the left side. Leverton gets the punt away, sort of a wobbly spiral. Durden camps at the 18. Looks for a block, doesn't get one. Bang! He is drilled and dropped by Derek Edmonds, the junior from Tampa, Florida. And so on the return, there is minus yardage registered. Tennessee, a lot of people dancing at the linebacking position, as this is the reverse, handed off to Florida State. The reverse is fumbled and picked up by Coles, and Coles is able to skip to the left side, but there is a loss of a play of about 5 yards, and Florida State, with that reverse, Tennessee reacts well. So it's going to be a second down and a loss on the play of right at 5 yards. Closer to 6. Minor is the tailback. Flankers left and right. 4-man front Tennessee. Outson. Off play action, looking to throw, is going to run instead. Comes up the middle, and he is decked, and he took a smack, as there was Al Wilson. Corey Terry then from the right side over to make the stop on him after a gain of right at 6 yards back to the original line of scrimmage, which was the 16. It will be 3rd down and 10. Florida State trailing 14-9. And here they come in the I formation with Minor, the tailback. Tennessee, 4-man front. This is Outson back to throw. Pass upfield is going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Cottrell will be punting, averaging just under 42 yards per punt throughout the season. The last one was partially deflected. This one is away, not a great punt. Parker comes up to come under the ball and makes the catch, and then is hit and fumbles it. There's a scramble for the loose ball as he passed up a possible fair catch. Tennessee 1st down and 10. Running back Travis Stevens. Martin fakes to him, looks to throw across the middle. It is pulled down at the 50. This will be the tight end John Finlayson, who moves down to the 45-yard line and on to the 44. At that point, it will be for Tennessee 1st down and 10 to go. Tennessee lines it up as Florida State again brings virtually everybody. It's an 8-man front. Martin sizes it up. And this will be Martin handing the ball off to Stevens. Gets a block to the near side, but then is just pounded down as he gets maybe half a yard on the play. Florida State again, everybody up there anticipating the run. Martin sizes it up, hands the ball up, and slashing through the right side of the line. This is Travis Stevens running. T. Martin gets the snap, juggles it, looks to throw, will run instead, breaks one tackle, gets to the outside, and dives forward for a gain of 2 yards, but far short of the 1st down. Already Warwick has an outstanding punt return. Leverton gets the punt away. Wobbly spiral. Warwick asks for a fair catch, then lets the ball drop, and it will be down by Tennessee at the 9-yard line.
Leverton's punt pinned FSU at their own 9-yard line. Finally, the Seminoles push away from their own goal as Outson connects with Dugans for 29 yards. Outson's 8-yard run puts the ball in Vol territory.
As Outson waits to throw, steps up, sacked. Somebody comes ripping from the left side. It's Eric Westmoreland.
An 11-yard reception by Sam McCorkle and 7-yard run by William McCray gives Florida State a 1st down at the UT 30-yard line.
As they go in the I formation, and staying there as the tailback is Travis Minor. Outson back to throw, sacked. He is blasted as Billy Ratliff comes charging through. He, a junior from Magnolia, Mississippi, and that will be his second sack of the year, but he comes cleanly through. Keep in mind, Dwayne Goodrich out of the game for Tennessee in the defensive secondary. Outson off play action. No, instead hands the ball off, and cutting through the right side, this will be Minor, and Minor gets some running room as he starts there at the 44, moves to the 40, but is somersaulted down with good reaction by Tennessee's Derek Edmonds and Chris Ramseur. Florida State will again go into the shotgun. They've got a lot of skilled people out there on third down, and this will be Outson. Tennessee coming after him. He's in trouble, throws the ball downfield. It is complete. Pulled down at the 40, down to the 45, down to the 50, down to the 45-yard line comes the fullback McCray, who was a safety valve screening to the right side. Outson took a blast as he got rid of the ball, and into the game for Florida State will come Keith Cottrell to punt with 3:30 to go in the third quarter of the game, and Tennessee maintains its halftime advantage of 14-9. Here's the snap. No flag is down. High, short punt. Parker asked for a fair catch, then moves away, and Florida State will let the ball dance down inside the 10, and it will be downed at the Tennessee 5-yard line. Peerless Price will be a wide receiver to the right as Tennessee goes into the I formation. Florida State with 5 down linemen. Tennessee with Martin handing the ball off, and this is Travis Henry trying the left side of the line. He starts at the 5. He ends up at the 7. Man in motion from left to right. Florida State as Tennessee has Martin rolling to the near side. Pass upfield is complete. Yanked down by Cedric Wilson, who makes the catch and dances out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And it is very, very close to the first down. Martin comes out of the pocket, rolls right, and the lightning-like Wilson makes an excellent catch. Shoved out of bounds, and it's ruled first down Tennessee. For Tennessee, 10 first downs. For Florida State, 9 first downs to this point in the football game. On the year, Tennessee has a total of 234 first downs. Florida State, 246. This is Price in there for Tennessee as the Volunteers hand the ball off to the tailback, Travis Henry. There's nothing there. A flanker left, a flanker right into the boundary is Price. And he becomes a man in motion back to the interior. And this will be Martin looking for Price. Pass complete. And what a play by T. Martin. He pumped. He was hit. Somehow was able to avoid the tackler who was actually reaching for and looping his arm, and steps forward and rips the ball on a beautiful pattern run by Peerless Price, complete all the way up to the Tennessee 36-yard line, first down.
Looked like that ball was going to be knocked down for sure, and how he ever got it out of there, I don't know, but he was right on the money with it.
And so Tennessee has Price now with three catches, 120 yards in the game. The ball's back to the I formation, and Florida State back with everybody up on the line inspecting the rush. They don't get it. Instead, it's Martin rolling to the left side, is going to throw across the middle. Oh, what a catch at the 48-yard line by a leaping Jermaine Copeland, who comes down at the 50-yard line on a sensational grab, twisting and turning in mid-air as he pirouettes back across to make the catch, comes pounding down. It's a first down.
He really did. But super catch coming across the field, but if that ball had been down where he hadn't had to go up for it, he'd still be running. There was a lot of room out there.
As it is, Tennessee will have it first down and 10 to go, beginning this drive back at the Volunteer 5-yard line. And Tennessee leads 14-9 with 1:35 to go in the third quarter. The ball's into an I formation. Florida State brings everybody up, and this will be Travis Henry trying the middle, and this time he grinds, gets a little wedge as he rams it from the 49 down to the 46-yard line. Martin checks off at the line, and Florida State reacts by moving the linebackers a bit wider. Now this is Martin handing the ball off to Henry, and Henry has nothing. Gets back to the line, and that's it, as Dean Humphrey, the linebacker, is there to make the stop on him. Well, here it is for Tennessee, third down and long, and Martin off play action rolls to the left side looking to throw downfield. It is complete, then bobbled, and it will be ruled incomplete as Copeland had it for half a step, then was pounded from the backside by Edwards, and the ball popped free, and it will be for Tennessee incomplete.
The fourth period begins with Leverton punting, and his boot is outstanding. Dying at the Florida State 1. The Tennessee defense limits the Noles to just 2 yards on 3 plays, and the Vols get the ball back with a chance to go for the knockout. Eric Parker's 16-yard punt return sets it up. The Vols have 1st and 10 on the FSU 35.
Tennessee sends Price wide to the right side. Also to the left comes Cedric Wilson into the I formation as Florida State has 5 down linemen. This will be Martin faking, looking, going deep down into the end zone, racing. It is, tell me about it. Intercepted Florida State, who took it away. And with the football, Florida State back up here to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, all the way to the 25-yard line will be Dexter Jackson. Tackle made by Spencer Riley. For a moment, I thought Price had it, but he took it away.
He took it away from him. They went up together, and he came down with it, pulled it away from him.
As it is, Florida State wrestles the ball away, comes out with the interception and the first down at the 26-yard line. Up under the center, Outson. Tennessee with 5 down linemen to rush, leading 14-9. Outson, off play action, looks to throw across the middle. Pass is going to be complete on a diving grab by Dugans at the 41-yard line. And this will be the give going to Minor, and Minor has running room as he breaks one tackle to the 45, to the 50, down to the 45, down to the 40. He is shoved out of bounds at the 39-yard line of Tennessee as Travis Minor is finally rolled down by Will Overstreet. Flankers left and right. As this will be Outson again handing to Minor. Minor to the near side, gets free of one man, and the score remains 14-9, but Florida State is threatening. Outson rolls to the near side, but instead gives it off to the fullback, and McCray on a misdirection pounds for a gain of a yard on the play. And so play will be resumed now as Florida State will have it 2nd down. Wide to the left side goes Warwick, and here comes Dugans over to the short side right. Outson up under the center. Minor is the tailback. He's gained a lot of yards in this drive. And the handoff goes to Minor, and this time he's going to be slowed with little of any yardage. Now Florida State comes back with a slot set left. Warwick is the wide receiver. And up under the center is Outson on 3rd down. Outson off play action, sacked. Tennessee came absolutely clean with Darwin Walker, who had 5 sacks on the year, and he popped and dropped him deep, Bill. 4th down. And here will be Cottrell into punt with 10:50 to go in the football game, trying to back Tennessee up again. Cottrell gets the punt away. High, long spiral. It is going to be into the checkerboard end zone. Touchback.
One wonders how long this can go on, how long it is going to be before someone lands a haymaker. Tennessee will do just that in the ensuing series. The Big Orange takes over at their own 20 after the Cottrell punt.
This is Martin giving the ball off to Travis Stevens. He starts at the 20, and he nudges forward to the 21, where Humphrey is there to make the tackle. This is Martin going to run the draw. Nothing. As Tennessee comes with a quarterback draw, and Corey Simon is there with Rackley, with the clock showing 9:45 to go in this game at the Fiesta Bowl in Tempe. This is John Wood and Bill Anderson sending the action. As Tennessee will come up with Travis Stevens as the running back. 2 flankers left, 1 right. Florida State 5 down linemen. They're going to blitz this time. Here they come. Martin back, steps up, struggles. Going to throw the ball long downfield for Fearless Price. It is complete. He makes the catch at the 45. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Just give it to him. No flags on the field. 79 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Boom!
3rd down pass, and Price goes one-on-one, accelerates, and Martin, anticipating that, lays it out in front, and Peerless Price, who earlier had a 76-yard reception, now moments ago had an apparent touchdown, wrestled away from him for an interception. This time, no such thing.
Jeff Hall's extra point was blocked, and with 9:17 remaining, the Vol lead was a solid 20-9. Now another amazing similarity to the SEC championship game. After a huge Martin to Price touchdown hookup, the Vol defense gets the ball back on the very next offensive play.
So Tennessee will have the ball, leading now by a score of 20-9 at the Florida State 28-yard line, where the recovery is made. Travis Stevens stays at tailback, as this will be he trying the right side, gets to the corner, turns the corner to the 30, and is then shoelaced down on a reaching grab by Tay Cody, the Vols' lead in the football game. This is Martin. Handoff. This is Stevens breaking a tackle. Cuts to the outside. He's at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. This is Stevens to the 15. This is Stevens to the 10. He is rattled out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Tennessee now will get 2 tight ends into the football game, Diagu and Finlayson, which indicates that the Tennessee team may be running. Finlayson has 1 touchdown pass. Martin sees that defense dance around, gives the ball off, and the quick opener to Bryson. The only problem, it was quick, nothing open. Got maybe a yard down to the 7-yard line. Tennessee leads 20-9. The Vols have the ball just inside the 8-yard line. There goes Price wide to the right side, and Cedric Wilson comes left. I formation, the tight end is to the left with the ball at the right hash mark. Martin looks it over, gives the ball off to Stevens, and Stevens is upended as he somersaults forward for a gain of a yard on the play. Right now, the Volunteers will send Price wide to the right. Wilson comes to the left. Tennessee again thinking, not wanting another turnover. Stevens is there at tailback as Martin gives the ball off to Stevens through the left side, and he comes ripping down to about the 7-yard line. Well, this will be of 23 yards in length. Scott will hold. Gregory will snap. Down goes the ball. Up goes the kick. Did he make it? I'll let you know in a moment. The kick is good! And Tennessee leads by 14, 23-9.
The celebrations begin all over Big Orange country. In a defensive struggle such as this, a 14-point lead with 6:01 to play seems totally safe. But against FSU, no lead is ever safe. Lavernius Coles returns the ensuing kickoff for just 8 yards. But Tennessee is assessed a personal foul, giving FSU the football at the UT 49. 2 outs and runs net just 3 yards, leaving Bobby Bowden's Charges to face 3rd and 7 at the Tennessee 46.
Florida State in the shotgun. Tennessee coming after Outson, who rolls out of the pocket this time, looking to throw. Will look, will wait, will throw the ball upfield, and it is incomplete. Penalty marker down as Outson was blasted after he released the pass, or as he was releasing the pass. And let's see what the call is going to be. Another penalty.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer is the call against Tennessee.
Pass interference
as
against the offense. Receiver was downfield blocking. Those penalties will offset. Replay the down.
So it will be 3rd down and still 7 yards to go. Marcus Outson sees the clock now at 4:08. Brings his team to the line on 3rd down and long. Staying in the shotgun. Tennessee 4 down linemen to rush. Ball on the left hash mark. And this will be Outson again, same play. Moving to the near side, looking to throw across the middle. It is complete. Pulled down by Duggins, who makes the catch at the 25. He has the ball at the 20. He's down to the 15, down to the 10. He is tackled as he gets to the Tennessee 6-yard line. They line up with Outson up under the center this time. Outson back to throw. Pass down into the end zone is incomplete. Up under the center, this will be Outson. Minor and Glenn, the running backs. Clock at 3:48 with the incomplete pass. Back to throw Outson. He'll step up and run. He carries the ball down into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Outson out of the shotgun, as he's done time after time in this football game, just moves it forward to score. And so Florida State closes the gap down to 23-15 with 3:42 to go. And Florida State will go for the extra point with Janikowski in there to attempt it out of the hold of Outson. And Outson, the running quarterback, made it pay off that time as Tennessee was protecting against the pass. Here's the extra point by Janikowski, and the extra point is up, and it is good. And so with 3:42 to go, Tennessee's lead is now 23-16. 3:42 to go, all timeouts remaining on both sides of the ledger, with Tennessee leading 23-16. The scoring has gone 7-0 Tennessee, 14-0, 14-6, 14-9, and then it was 23-9. Now it's 23-16. And Janikowski is prepared as Florida State lines up in a conventional situation. Now they send more people to the wide side of the field, and that's where Janikowski is pointing it. And he's going to kick the onside kick, which is coming upfield, and it has been recovered by Florida State at the 46-yard line as Janikowski kicks and Janikowski recovers. So Florida State executes the onside kick perfectly. And now the officials are in to discuss what the situation is. Florida State says it's our ball. The officials still talking about it. And let's see what the final rule will be. It might have been touched by Florida State prior to moving past the 45-yard line. And so the officials discussed the situation with Tennessee leading 23-16 and 3:41 remaining in the football game. The official, I think, will advise us what the ruling will be.
The kicking team touched the ball before it went 10 yards.
I guess right. The Vols need a first down. Florida State says no way. Tennessee sends in motion Bryson, who's playing as a flanker. The handoff is fake. Throws the pass, pulled down by Bryson at the 40. Bryson at the 35. Horse-collared down as Tennessee runs a brilliant play, in my opinion. My opinion doesn't mean much, but you can see Bryson, who came as a flanker to the left side, running in motion back to the right. The fake give was to Henry, and it ends up as a gain on the play of 8 yards. Now Bryson back in there in his normal position in the I formation. Long count Martin. This will be Henry, right side, crunching forward. I'm not sure. I think he's short of the first down as Jerry Johnson makes the tackle on him. As T. Martin at 6'3", 215 is the quarterback up under the center. They bring people up tight. Tennessee with a power eye set to the right side. Quarterback is Martin. This is Martin. Handoff, right side. Tackle made. Didn't make the first down.
He didn't make it.
As Corey Simon is there to tackle Travis Henry as they just overpowered Tennessee. And for Tennessee, leading in the game by a score of 23-16. A decision has to be made here. And the Volunteers a little too far out to try for a field goal. And Tennessee is apparently on this situation with 2:02 and counting. Down inside 2 minutes. The Volunteers lead by a score of 23-16. Tennessee is going to try for the first down. Cedric Wilson to the left. Travis Henry is the tailback against a 6-man Florida State front. T. Martin for Tennessee. Rolling to the near side. Looks to throw. Complete. 30, 25, 20, 15, 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Sean Bryson would not be denied. They're going to say that actually he was tackled back at the 11-yard line. That ain't all bad, actually, because it will be a first down. And Tennessee on a sensational effort. A brilliant call, actually, by Randy Sanders. I'm sure that Coach Philip Fulmer was involved. So Tennessee now leads by a score of 23-16. The clock shows 1:35. He was out of bounds, stopping the clock. So this is Martin up under the center, hands the ball off and pounding forward. There's a fumble, scramble for the ball at the 9-yard line as Florida State says it has the football, and it does. That was Henry carrying, and they stripped him with Allen ending up with the ball at the Florida State 9-yard line. How quickly things can change. Clock shows 1:29 to go in the game. Tennessee leads by 7 points. This will be Outson getting the snap out of the shotgun. Outson steps back, looks, pumps, throwing the ball deep downfield for Coles. It is going to be, I think, intercepted. It is intercepted by Tennessee. With the ball, this is Steve Johnson, who makes the interception at the 40. Back to the 45, back to the 50, down to the 45-yard line. Tennessee will have the ball first down and 10 to go at the Florida State 45-yard line for the Volunteers interception number 2 in this football game. This one by Steve Johnson, the senior, who gives Tennessee possession, first down and 10 to go at the Florida State 45-yard line. Bartholomew Bryson, both in there as running backs for Tennessee, as Martin is going to roll out to the right side, may pull it down and run himself, and he does, and slides down before he goes out of bounds across the way. Tennessee will have the ball now. The power is to the left side, the wide side. Here comes T. Martin rolling out this way. He is knocked down, holds on to the football. That's item number 1. Florida State uses another timeout, and Tennessee leads 23-16. Up under the center, Martin, that wing back set to the wide side right. Martin hands the ball inside. Travis Stevens to the outside, 45-40, down to the 36-yard line. Penalty marker then flies on the near sideline as Stevens circles the left side, gets right at 9 yards on the play. There is a penalty marker on the play, however, right in front of the Florida State bench down below. Be it against Florida State, then Tennessee would have a first down. We'll let the official, who has been a factor,
are for a personal foul, face mask by the defense. Automatic first down.
Well, he does a better job than I, by far. First down, Big Orange. Tennessee now 53 ticks to go, and the Volunteers for the national championship leading Florida State by a score of 23-16. It is a 15-yard penalty against Florida State, so the Volunteers had the ball at the 21-yard line of the Seminoles. At that point, Tennessee, with 53 seconds to go, will have it first down, Bill Anderson, and 10 to go. 32 seconds and the clock is counting. Will he go to a knee? Yes. And then he is touched, but no infraction. This football game is nearing its conclusion. This season is nearing its conclusion.
Oh!
Coach Philip Fulmer has been doused with Tostitos chips, perhaps. Who cares? Here come Tennessee fans from everywhere. Here comes media from everywhere. You can count it down with us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The national champion is clad in big orange. Tennessee 23, Florida State 16.
What a year.
On the night of January 4th, 1999, Tennessee won its second national championship and completed its greatest season ever. The most common feeling that night? Excitement. A close second, pride. It takes a while for the totality of the accomplishment to sink in. Say it again. Tennessee Volunteers, 1998 national champions.
I'd like to present to you, your team, and the University of Tennessee, the Sears National Football Championship Trophy. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I want to say an unbelievable thank you to the crowd of Tennessee loyal Volunteers. A special thank you also to this group of seniors that have been incredible leaders for our football team throughout the year.
It was a long journey, but that was the fun of it. You know, having your back against the wall, people not expecting you to do anything, and actually overcoming that. You know, a lot of our guys on the football team have been doing that all their lives, and this is just another step in the stepping stone. And we knew we can do it the whole season. And I think we were the only people in this nation that believed that we could do it, and we showed it tonight.
Think about all of the big games, all of the huge plays, and all of the great players. Think, too, of all this team's players who were not starters, guys who were not stars. 50 years from now, people will be able to recite every name on this roster, knowing the role that each man played in making this championship possible. When you stop and consider it, it is truly remarkable. These Tennessee Volunteers have etched their names into several elite history books. The history of the state of Tennessee, of the Southeastern Conference, of college football, and mostly of Vol football history. In those pages, when the 1998 Tennessee Volunteers are discussed, for all of eternity, it will read National Champions.
Tonight you represented the state of Tennessee, and the men that have worn that orange shirt, it's taken 47 years to get it back in Knoxville, Tennessee, but tonight you got the national championship. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
As the Volunteers win tonight over Florida State in Tempe, Arizona by a score of 23-16. Thanks to all of you for being with us. Now for the coach of the Volunteers, Philip Fulmer, this is John Wood saying so long, everybody, on this, the Vol Radio Network. It's a wrap.
We heard 2015, 10 and 5. Your voice was our eyes when we could see. Touchdown.